The difference between successful people and losers. If you're a loser, it's okay. Welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. I'm gonna help you change. I'm gonna help you follow the habits of the people who get the things that they want in life. So if that sounds interesting to you, then welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. And to be more specific in this video about what we're talking about is how to, spoiler alert, you're going to get the things that you want in life and you're still going to feel all the negative emotions because those are built into our being. We're animals. We're supposed to feel stress. We're supposed to feel depression. We're supposed to feel anger, or not necessarily depression, but sad. We're supposed to feel jealousy. We're supposed to feel all these you're still going to feel them. However, life can be better, and the way that you get the things that you want, or you become the person that you need to be, are you able to contribute more to the world? Let's not just be selfish here of what success means. It's how you respond to these negative emotions. It's how you respond to emotions in general. So we're going to be talking about habits, the relationship between habits and emotions and motivation. So if that sounds interesting to you, if that sounds useful to you, then welcome in. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. It matters. Make sure to comment. It matters. Make sure to turn on the bell. It matters. Sunday morning out here with the sheep. So I'm making this video because I had a coaching call with my man Marquise last night, and he asked me, I don't know the exact question, but it was something about, like, he's in quarantine right now. He's been a week in quarantine. He's sort of struggling mentally. He's doing okay, but isolated, very little sun. His sleep schedule's all screwed up. Not talking to people. He's trying to call people. He's doing the best he can. But what really motivates you so that you can come out of there like, you throw me in quarantine for 2 weeks, I'm coming out, I wrote a book, right? That's the difference between the successful and the losers is, man, they feel bad and they do something anyways, right? I'm depressed, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm still gonna be depressed, but at least I went for a run, right? I'm mad, so the channeling of the negative emotions, and I'm gonna talk about other stories, other people. This is why it's so important to read books. David Goggins, 76 Days Adrift, the man who was on a rubber dinghy by himself in the ocean for 76 days trying to survive spearfishing, drinking 8 ounces of water a day, constantly wet, sores all over his skin, 76 days. And the mindset he had, I'm depressed, but there's nothing but to keep going. I understand why some people would kill themselves, but for me it's easier to go on. So all I can do is wait and dream, gather strength, and he didn't even think he would make it. He thought maybe I have a 1 in a million chance, then 1 in 10 chance, then 1 in 50 chance. Then now I think I'm gonna make it, and he makes it. He survives. It's a really cool story. David Goggins, to illustrate, man, he's not a happy person. A lot of these people that you see successful are not really necessarily unhappy. We all happy. We all have our demons. It's how you respond to them, how you're driven by them, the habits and the self-care. So for me, like, anger is a huge emotion in my life. I try not to be mad at people and express it at people, but to have I have a smoldering fire. I'm intense. Part of that is a low-grade anger that comes out and through work. Like, I'm mad, I'm gonna pound some heavy weights. I'm mad, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm mad, I'm gonna work on my business, man. Um, it's how can I make myself feel better? Also, like, part of the madness, like, I'm proving them wrong. Part of it is I'm sad. You see, the losers react to being I'm sad with, I'm gonna get a pizza, I'm gonna watch Netflix. I'm gonna neglect myself to eat. Like, you don't treat yourself well. Whereas for me and for a healthier, more successful, like, I'm sad, I'm gonna make a smoothie, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna get good night's sleep, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna figure out a plan, like what I need to do, what's a course of action. I'm gonna hire a coach, or I'm gonna call up a friend, a confidant, say, yo, what's the play, what's the move, what's the play, right? Take, when I'm not feeling good, to what can I do to feel better, right? What can I do to not feel better, just feel better, but like, what can I do to improve my life, right? So no matter what happens, you're going to feel these negatives, but it's how you respond to them. And you might say, well, if you're going to feel the negatives anyways, what's the point? Well, you're going to have a higher baseline of happiness. You never escape the unhappiness. You'll never be happy forever. You don't really want that. But life, it does get better when you have wonderful people in your life, when you're healthy, when you have freedom, when you feel security, when you have your basic needs met, versus insecurity of being homeless or on the verge of being homeless, scared of losing your job, owing a ton of money, having little hope for the future, so on. And it's life's better when you have the basics. You don't need everything, but just having the basics down, right? So I hope that motivates you a little bit. I hope that empowers you a little bit. And also, when things are going well, a lot of the time when things are going well, that's when people are like, I'm gonna party, like I feel good so I can smoke, I feel good so I can drink. It's like, I feel good so I'm gonna keep the good habits, and I feel good so I feel good, I'm gonna extend my edge. It's like when I'm ahead, when I feel good and I'm ahead, like, man, I can extend my edge over the competition, right? It's okay to be competitive. It is a competitive world. There aren't infinite resources for everyone. We can't have 100 trillion people. It's okay to be competitive and to be driven a little bit by it, and say, hey, when y'all are partying, I'm putting in a little bit more work. I feel good, right? Sort of the Kobe mentality, Kobe Bryant. It's like, yeah, Kobe felt all the negatives, but he just, be a workaholic. And yeah, he succeeded. It's hard to say. It's hard to know when you look at people what's going on in their heads, how happy they are, what their thoughts are, and so on. But you get a sense. You get a sense. So I want to motivate you today to, no matter how things are going, no matter what's going, if things aren't going well, what can you do? How can you associate the negative emotions with action? Like, I'm mad, so I'm gonna put in work. I'm sad, so I'm gonna go for a run. I'm jealous, so I'm gonna work on myself. I'm insecure, so I'm gonna make more money. And I mean, you get to a point where it's like, you do these things enough, it's like, man, I'm healthy, I'm secure in my health. Man, I'm wealthy, I'm secure in my wealth. Man, my relationships are great, I'm secure in my relationships, right? This is where you can be, and this is where I hope that you can be, and I want you to be. So that's the goal. That's the goal that I want to empower you with, to be driven and enjoy the work. Enjoy putting in the work. Enjoy working on yourself to make yourself better. It's a lot of fun, man. Like, people will spend so much time in online games leveling up their character, but so little time in real life leveling up who you are, right? What skills, how do you increase your strength, your stamina, your charisma, your intelligence, your wisdom, right? This is your character. This is the player that you're going to play with. So focus on what you have. How can you, yeah, and success too, it's about the things that you have, but it's about the virtues, how virtuous you become. And it's really about how much you can contribute to society, right? How much can you give back? That's very fulfilling. That is like not such a thing as being forever happy, but it feels good to give back to your community, to society, things that you don't need, that you once did, that you can share. So I hope you found that helpful. And as you listen to my videos as well, man, just the language, I want us to seep into your brain, and I want you to repeat some of the things that you hear in yourself. The positive language of things like, I take care of myself, I love myself, I'm a hard worker, I put in the work, these are the things I do. A lot of the times, it's in the brain, it's in the thought, and you're around people when you grew up who spoke out these negative things like, I suck, I'm a loser, I don't deserve. We observe, and it can be hard to change later on, but it's possible to change. And what's going to make it easier to change is just being deliberate about the language that you surround yourself with. So my videos, write on your whiteboard, write in your gratitude journal, be deliberate. If you have negative thoughts, you have a chance to respond. Whatever you can do to cement it in, new thoughts, be a new person. You'll be glad that you did. Okay? So, appreciate you. Much love. And look at these sweet sheeps. Okay, talk to you soon. Peace.